The current temperature is minus 20 degrees Celsius. Clothes: 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers, 4 layers. Snow Queen. Unknown, I am now in Changbai Mountain, Jilin. Oh wow. Oh, this road is so beautiful now. Everybody, do you know when the ice in Tianqi will melt now? What family drives a tram in the Northeast? Let's just say, does this slippage and the current temperature test the performance of this car? During the hottest time this summer, we drove the GGS7 to Turpin Flaming Mountain to wear the S7. Performance is good. I almost died of heat. Then this year, when we were so cold, we wanted to borrow the S9 to come to Changbai Mountain in Jilin. Today, we are here to see his battery life in winter. How is the energy consumption, temperature, and performance? Then let's go. Go straight to Changbai Mountain. Shall we?
Hello.
Turn on the steering wheel to heat, turn on the seat to heat, and adjust the air conditioner temperature to the highest.
Okay, I've done it for you.
Let's just say it's okay to drive a 3-piece suit in winter, right? Just on both sides, there are pine forests. And then you see on top of that pine branch, there is snow hanging, and you look in there and you see the sun shining down. It is super beautiful, and the most important thing is that we can vaguely see Changbai Mountain in front of us. What about our current road conditions? In fact, we can't see clearly from the bottom because the top is completely covered with ice and snow. The ice and snow have been crushed very hard, so it is very slippery, but it's still an unpaved road with a bit of gravel. So now it's covered in ice and snow, and you can still feel that the road is very bumpy. But we drive this Enjoy S9. First, we change to snow tires. Second, this car is 4-wheel drive. So we drive this road, it's very stable. But in fact, if we are driving on ice and snow, we can adjust the driving parameters of our vehicle a little bit. Let's drive more smoothly. Shall we?
Hello.
Please adjust the driving mode to personalized.
Okay, switching to personalization mode to...
Turn on personalization.
Okay.
Turn the acceleration mode to soft.
Okay, acceleration mode switched.
Turn the steering mode to exercise.
Okay, the steering mode is switched to sports.
Turn page. Turn energy recovery to high. Sure.
All right.
Isn't it convenient for thieves to be smart? What you see and what you get. In that case, we set the acceleration mode to soft. Then the output of motor torque is relatively large, right? It gives us a much calmer start, better grip on the tires. Turn the energy recovery to high, which can appropriately reduce the amount of our braking. Now, on ice and snow, you know the tires are going to slip if we brake hard, right? Now that the energy recovery is on high, we gently release our electric pedal. The vehicle actually has the feeling of braking itself. It's like our whole car as we accelerate and stop. We'll be very peaceful. And that steering to motion actually allows us to steer more precisely because now we sometimes slip on the icy road. So you need to correct it. After the body is adjusted to exercise, it will be more flexible. I prefer to use the current setting. Driving on the ice and snow road feels like this car. Although it is on the ice and snow, it is as stable as the ground. So let's drive the whole thing now, and the body feels very stable. A very important point is that this S9 uses the Touring platform. In fact, the Touring platform is mainly through Huawei's DATS adaptive distortion system, and Huawei SMOSA intelligent adult cooperative system to control the vehicle together. What about this whole adaptive twist system? It's actually using our motors to control and intelligently distribute torque to reduce our wheel skidding. It also increases the sensitivity of our steering. In that case, when we drive, we will definitely feel that when we turn, you see we change lanes and so on, it is very stable. You don't feel the wheels slipping on the ice. Because this distribution and control of its entire torque is fast. But I think another very important role is to improve our safety on ice and snow roads. Because sometimes when we are in the snow, there will be cars or unexpected situations. So if we brake suddenly or turn sharply to avoid, it is very, very easy to cause our vehicles to lose control. I believe many babies should feel this. But with this set of black technology, in fact, it can increase our stability when avoiding obstacles on ice and snow roads. What about this Huawei X-Motion set? It actually ties the whole vehicle together, like our chassis, steering, suspension, switch control, etc. It's all integrated to control the vehicle. So this set of black technology of the entire touring platform has come down. Indeed, this S9 can still achieve a comfortable and stable feeling on the uneven road surface of micro-paving ice and snow like ours. To be honest, I didn't expect this. Because although it is the owner of the S9, we also often drive in the winter city. But there's really no opportunity to walk into Changbai Mountain and come up on a road like this and drive this car. Xiaoyi,
I'm here.
change the ambient light to blue.
The ambient light is already blue.
Okay, quit.
Okay.
So you can see the starlight in front of us. The light of the race car is that sort of faint blue glacial feeling. I think it matches today's weather quite well. We are getting closer and closer to Changbai Mountain now. Everybody. This is outrageous. 30 degrees below on a motorcycle. This is outrageous. This is our ride. Oh! So you can enjoy the empty space of Tianqi. It's really not easy to come here. Babies, do you know when the ice in Tianqi will melt now? The ice in the weather can only melt in mid-June. So can you imagine how cold that is? It's freezing in there now. Wow, it's so warm in the car. The air conditioner has been turned on in advance just now. Now it's 28 degrees, warm as spring. Let's close this sunshade. And there's a thermostat in his car. This thermostat is 3 to 10 degrees of cooling, heating from 35 degrees to 50 degrees. So actually we usually go out to play. It's quite convenient to put something in it. It's that hot, it's so warm. All right, I'll have one of these. Then we heat the seat. Massage is open. One click. Zero gravity seat. You can see that the front subframe will move forward a little bit. Give me more room. Friends, let's just say, all zero gravity seats are much more comfortable than regular ones that just lie down. Because as soon as your feet are off the ground, your IQ takes over the high ground. Your boss breath is coming soon. Comfort comes your way. We can also open this leg rest later. This leg rest can actually achieve this level. It can be leveled. Like, did we just go to climb Tianqi and feel a little tired? In this case, if you tilt your legs up a little bit, it will relieve the soreness of your calf. Now there's a seat massage on the back. You think this kind of trip is the real trip? In fact, now we are walking a mountain road, and the road conditions on his side are not particularly good. It's a little uneven, but I sat in the back the whole time and thought the stability was pretty high. So we could watch a movie right now. Primary one. Open the wooden cloth for me. This is not my first visit to Changbai Mountain, but this trip to the White Mountains with Hongmeng was very different from how I used to feel. Exceeded my expectations, although we are now in the resort. But our bracket pilot is still working very stably. And you know where this is going? It's actually quite difficult for the pilot to drive because it has snow on both sides. So it's not a full lane at all. The snow on our side has covered this far right hyperline. Same here. So we're actually using a kind of nursery method to figure out how to stay exactly in the middle of the lane. And it's a two-way street. We could have a train on at any time. And it's not even smooth. And there is no middle lane. What about that? Does this stop get harder? You see him with a backhand bend. Passed smoothly. It's a coincidence for us this time. I felt the stability of ADS 3.0 on this ice and snow road, especially since it can recognize the snow on both sides of our roads. There will be no situation where the wheels are pressed against this snow and our vehicle suddenly loses adhesion. so it's still very safe and stable. ADS performance on ice and snow road. Our travel life has really been qualitatively changed. Driving pleasure, comfort experience, stable battery life, warm space. Let us go further easily.